Welcome back, brothers and sisters. Braden, Tim, Second Legacy, you're amazing. Oh, do we have some stuff to talk about because the Hunter Biden thing is already delivering and the jury was just selected. And that's it. It was just a jury selection. And the media gave us that much gold. We are about to have so much fun. Sarcasm, humor deployed full blast. And make sure if you guys are enjoying, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. And make sure you tell everyone you care about Second Legacy because we're here to stay. All right, Tim. The Hunter Biden, the baby Biden, the Bobo, the little baby. He didn't have a good day yesterday.
No, he's struggling already just through jury selection, huh?
Well, I mean, like, he's not, but watching the media do it is really classically amazing. I mean, for example, I think I texted you and Dr. Slides this offline, but just to bring the people in here, to give them that delicious treat. This is an excerpt of a CNN expose on the entire thing because they simply don't know what to do. It's bad because it's got guns, but it's good because it's got Hunter Biden. I mean, oh my goodness, the conflict, right? Well, let's start it off with number one.
On Monday, jury selection begins, potentially a challenging task in his hometown of Wilmington, Delaware. Federal prosecutors plan to highlight a part of his memoir where he writes about struggling with drug addiction around the time he bought the gun.
I had returned that fall of 2018 after my most recent relapse in California with the hope of getting clean through a new therapy and reconciling with Hallie. Neither happened.
And they have evidence from the week of the gun purchase. Hunter Biden texting he was waiting for a dealer and sleeping on a car, smoking crack. The trial also may feature testimony from the women in Hunter Biden's life, his ex-wife, his brother's widow, and a woman he pays child support to. Prosecutors say the women witnessed his drug addiction.
And the woman he pays child support to, which happens to be the grandchild that the old man, the big guy, won't even acknowledge exists.
Oh,
what a family.
God.
I was just laying there smoking crack on the hood of my car and,
yeah, like you do.
Yeah.
Like you do.
And then I thought, well, I'm going to go buy a gun and lie on a 4473 form, something that Geraldo today called a irregularity.
It is an irregularity. It is horrible. Watching the lefties juke and jive on this, bro, it is magical. It is magical.
It's an irregularity, folks. You know, here. Geraldo is a guy that has been advocating for gun control his entire career.
Easily.
But then when somebody violates a law he supports, it's just an irregularity. If Hunter Biden was making nuclear bombs in his basement with common household chemicals and he got caught doing it, it would just be an irregularity, folks.
It's an irregularity. Tim, hold on. I don't think you're fully baking in all the factors here. For example, Joe Biden loves his son.
Yeah,
and,
right.
And there's love there, and he's very proud of the man that he's become. Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
And Trump is evil. Trump is the personification of evil.
You know, Jeffrey Dahmer's dad probably loved him too. You know.
Man,
his eating choices were a slight irregularity. That's all.
There was an irregularity in diet. I know.
Yeah,
I know it's a thing. But hey, hold on. We got to clear it up for the people watching who may not be on Team Freedom. So we know, of course, that Hunter Biden is not a cannibal. He is not been accused. Well, okay, hold on. You were right. Always the legal Tim. There have been no accusations with any sort of evidence to imply that he is a cannibal. Does that suit your needs?
No, sure. I guess. Okay, I'm not in the legal department.
Or murdered people. That's right. I am the HR department. That's right. Or murdered anyone. It just turns out he's only been in self-admitted memoirs smoking crack on the hoods of cars while having possession of firearms, while his father is a gun-controlling psychopath. And then as a little cherry on top, they're going to bring all three of his exes, his ex-wife, his dead brother's wife, or
hey, Bo's dead. I'm gonna jump on his wife. I mean, what a family!
And then an illegitimate child. Man, I'll tell you what. But he pays some child support too, so it's not like
reluctantly.
He's the father.
He had to be drugged through the courts to do it.
It's so weird because I was really told that everything to do with the Biden family was a wholesome experience, and anything to do with the Trump family is literally looking at Beelzebub in the face.
Yeah,
that's what I heard.
Yeah.
But you know what, Tim? This would not be a good, complete story if we didn't have an update from this morning from MSNBC. Do you know who Claire McCaskill is?
It sounds familiar, but I try not. Familiar? I don't pay any attention to MSDNC.
I got you. Well, Claire McCaskill was a excuse me. I got immune. I feel like I'm allergic to evil. Claire McCaskill is a former representative from Missouri.
Oh,
who
yeah.
Her husband was in the spot. He died, and then she slid into the spot. And now she's a regular MSDNC. This is what she said. And let's just have some fun with this one for the people. Number 2.
And the irony here, I mean, let's step back for a minute and think about this. It's a gun charge. Now, understand that what the Republicans want to do is allow everyone to buy guns everywhere without ever having to tell the federal government anything. Right. They are so totally opposed to the idea that the federal government gets to know anything about them and their gun purchases. They don't believe in the law that he's being prosecuted under.
Oh, there's so much. Go on.
I mean, this is just crazy. I mean, they don't want it. They don't even want to see him prosecuted under this gun charge. I mean, it's just a gun charge, but they don't really even want to see him prosecuted. These people are crazy. What was her point?
What her point was? Oh yeah, no. I got you. Her point was she's trying to weaponize the trial against Republicans by saying Republicans are being big, mad, and meanies to Hunter Biden because they don't even believe or support the common sense gun control. So really, they're being hypocritical. So really, this is Republicans' fault. Yeah, that's what she's trying to do. Poorly, I might add, because she sounds like an absolute idiot.
Do the Republicans got him charged?
I mean, that's what she said.
Interesting.
I mean, we didn't. Isn't that weird?
Yeah. I thought maybe his laptop that had all that evidence on it, like him smoking crack, and then the book he wrote, and then the pictures of the guns. That
his ex-wife.
They keep showing this revolver, but there are pictures of him standing around with the Beretta or a cheater or something in his hands, or a Bursa,
like a Bobcat or something.
Yeah, I mean, he did it to himself. He left the laptop at that dude's computer repair store, didn't pick it up after being warned many times, and it wound up being delivered to the FBI, who tried to cover it up. But then the story broke, and then they were like, "Well, okay, we found it. It was right underneath the door to Waco."
It's so funny, dude. The contract under the door to Waco.
Yeah, the door they lost to the compound.
Oh my God. Yeah, I get it. So it's the comic nature of this is why we're hitting it in this manner. Beautiful people, the Second Legacy. Look at this in contrast. Okay, the mainstream media just spent 2 years pumping up a Trump charge, which was a complete sham across the board because they invented crimes and they still can't define what those crimes were. Then they convicted him after the judge was completely in the tank. And now this case, Tim, it's totally different. The Republicans are being big meanies and the justice system is being rigged against Hunter Biden. Wait a minute.
He's not even running for office.
4 minutes ago, right? I thought 4 minutes ago the entire system was the pure as the driven snow. Because that would be a preposterous idea that the government would do that. But now it's Republicans because they don't even believe in the government knowing where all your guns are. Sometimes I don't even know where to start, Tim.
They're funny. And what's funny is they get on television, they say this stupid stuff, and they really think they did a good job. There's probably a lot of backpatting, like, yeah, a great interview. It's like,
you did great.
Wow. Just let them keep talking because they're their own worst enemies, man. Even somebody that's on their side of the aisle, they have to look at these morons and go, "What did she just say?" But anyway,
right? Like what? This makes no sense. But now to the hard and fast reporting, the on-point reporting from CNN, where we get to hear the first introduction of the word "pardon" from a CNN guy before the trial even starts, Tim. But, I mean, for the love of everything holy. All right, let's get this number 3, Dr. Slides.
Son goes on trial. That is, if there is no last-second plea agreement, which we will get to in a moment. Very shortly, within walking distance of his father's campaign office, Hunter Biden will be the first child of a sitting president to face such criminal proceedings. The 54-year-old is charged with illegally purchasing and possessing a gun while abusing or being addicted to drugs. Prosecutors say he bought the gun in October of 2018. Biden had the gun for about 11 days. Overnight, the judge overseeing the trial dealt a blow to his defense, blocking one witness and a key piece of evidence that lawyers had hoped to use, all just hours before jury selection is supposed to begin.
Do you like that framing?
Yeah.
Do you love that framing?
Just like the article we read on air yesterday.
Weird.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? That was from the AP.
He only had the gun for 11 days. They always leave out little details like, and then he disposed of it in a dumpster outside of the school.
but technically, were they wrong though, Tim? I mean, if he only had it for 11 days, I mean,
no,
not wrong.
Braden, the magic number is 10. Okay.
Oh.
All things good end with 10. 11 is one too many. Right? I mean, it's like if we have a 15-round magazine, no, 10 rounds for you.
Right.
10 is the magic number. We don't know where this number comes from. It's a Fauci number. It's a made-up number, but it's the 10 number. And he had it 11 days. Prison time for Biden.
You were just cranking out the red flags for these moderators, man. You're just hitting all the buttons. Well, yes. So I put that 11 days thing in there just for you because I thought it was so amazing because we had so much fun with it on the AP article, which is a different organization than CNN. So clearly this is being circulated on the inside here.
Yeah. Because it's verbatim, the exact thing we just, the same article we read yesterday. Yeah.
Dude, it's verbatim. It's like, oh my God, guys. And then the little things that he threw in there, like a pardon is still possible. I'm like, are you guys like, come on, guys, at least pretend you're non-partisan.
Is the DA listening? A pardon is possible, folks. This has happened before many times in American history. As a matter of fact, our investigative team went through the history of pardons, and it's a new 2 hour and 45-minute documentary, which we're going to play now. It's like
exactly. Look what we found. We're ready. We're ready. It's okay. It's 100%, dude. It's such a scripted game, but let's have more script because it only continues. Let's go to number 4.
Now, Hunter Biden will make history when he walks into the federal courthouse right behind me in Wilmington, Delaware. He will become the first son of the sitting president of this country to go on trial. It's never happened before. He is facing 3 felony charges that were filed by special counsel David Weiss, who has been investigating him since 2018. 2 counts of lying on federal gun forms and 1 count of unlawful possession of a gun. John, it's against federal law for a drug user or drug addict to buy a gun, and that's what the prosecutors say Hunter Biden did here. He's been very open about his lifelong struggles with addiction, but the prosecutors are going to try to convict him by demonstrating that he was using drugs when he bought that gun at a Wilmington gun shop. If he's convicted of all these charges, he could face prison time up to 25 years. But of course, his father does have the power of the pardon.
But
look at that.
If Joe's watching, you do have the power of pardon, Joe.
Just
Joe,
so you know,
over
Joe.
here. Look over here, Joe. Don't poop. Don't poop. Power of pardon, not poop. Not the power of the poop. This pardon. Yeah, it's
the puff piece. After all, he's been very open about his issues with addiction. Oh my God.
It's just like, gosh, folks, I just this is a joke. I struggle with smoking crack every day. And I just want everybody to know that I'm a crackhead and that I sleep with hookers, crack hookers. I pay them with crack. And I'm just open about it. And I'm going to go buy a gun.
And I put it in a memoir.
Yeah.
And then I put it in a memoir. and then I'm going to dispose of a gun near children.
Yeah. And then after 11 days after, I realized I've made a horrible mistake. I tried to fix that mistake. And I was on crack when I threw it in the dumpster outside of the school.
I know that my dad is the guy who is trying to set the record for the most infringiest president ever. But I have been open about my accountability issues with addiction. I swear the language of, well, he's been so open, and is a plea deal possible? And of course, there is the possibility of presidential pardon. His dad does love him, and he's a good, wholesome man who he's become. The contrast between what they're doing right here and what they did to Trump 5 days ago it could not be more stark.
Yep. Yep. Hey, but his dad passed the most comprehensive gun control law in 30 years. But if Hunter was happened to be charged with something underneath that most comprehensive gun control law, well,
we've got
pump
the
brakes,
decision
folks.
For
pump
that.
the brakes. There's a pardon in here somewhere. Anyway,
and the Bruin. Don't worry about that. Don't forget about the Bruin.
Yeah.
That's a good one until it was a bad one, and then it was a great one. It's a lot of details. It's very convoluted. You have to speak media, which luckily we fluently do. So this is number 5, wrapping up this charade.
So what were the rulings that went against Hunter Biden's defense team overnight? And even at this late hour, with just 90 minutes to go before jury selection, is a plea deal still possible?
Well, a plea deal could happen at any time in any criminal case, just to be clear on that. And the judge last night issued some rulings to deal with some of the simmering issues that were not settled before things kicked off. She did deal a blow to the president's son and his chances of beating this case. She decided to exclude a key witness that they wanted to call, an expert on addiction that could have poked some holes in the prosecutor's theories about his state of mind. And she also won't let Hunter Biden's team introduce a key piece of evidence that they thought could tarnish the credibility of some of those employees at the gun store that sold him the revolver. So it got a little bit tougher for the president's son last night.
Yeah, because it was a conspiracy at the gun shop, folks.
Yep.
I believe that's Hunter Biden. Let's set him up.
Let's sell him a gun and make him fill out the 4473 and take his money voluntarily.
So the judge,
it's genius.
The judge stopped a smear job against the gun store employees
That's exactly
that followed the
right.
letter of law and made him fill out the form that he lied on. Yeah, I mean,
yes.
Gosh, how dare that judge?
I know, man. I'll tell you what, this judge is literally like the nightmare fuel, the sleep paralysis demon for these people. So
I know.
One thing that I really want to hit on, I'm just going to do a little pantomime real quick. Here was the Trump trial with the exact same sentence. The Trump defense dealt a blow. What's going to happen? Are we going to have a felonious presidential candidate? Will he drop out? Are Republicans going to die? Will Democrats reign from on high? And here's the other exact same sentence in this guy. Well, the defense was dealt a blow, but we're really hoping that it pulls out. I swear to God, dude, it's just so insane.
I've been seeing it all over X this morning too. It's like, well, at least that said, I'm not voting for Hunter Biden. See how easy that is, GOP? It's like, they're such clowns, dude.
Well, that's easy because he's not running for anything.
I know, right?
So me neither.
I know. It's like they made themselves look like idiots with those types of comments, and they don't even notice it. They don't even realize that they're making themselves look like idiots.
Tim, you're forgetting the math. You're forgetting the common everyday media leftist math. Logic goes behind virtue signal. Virtue signal goes beyond everything, and you can always reverse the virtue signal with a newer, updated virtue signal. It's like Windows operating systems. It's just like that. We're just on virtue signal.
It's true.
Yes, they do. That was. Hey, hold on. You get a slow clap. That was a really good one. But you know what? I can't. Thank you. I can't throw anything better. That was so good. Wrap us up. That was a cherry on top. And if you're still watching, you guys are welcome from Tim's. There you go.
All right. Yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll keep you posted as this whole trial unfolds. These crazy Republicans not liking gun laws. How dare they? Thanks for watching Second Legacy, and we'll talk to you guys soon.